harassing me. Not okay. Now I gotta keep on speaking up about it. That situation last night when Vicky Rain dropped that stuff off on me. And of course there's a video this morning that I made called Morning. And then there's a few more after that. As long as I can keep them clumped together and find a place to do that. Of course I gotta take all my stuff upstairs here in storage, and I gotta get my legs to work first. So here I am. Oh my god, I fucking hurt everywhere. Now, in the video Morning that I made this morning, there's people knocking on my window. You guys get to hear the Fred Meyers staff last night talk to me, and, you know, we did come to an arrangement. I mean, it's not like I had a choice in the matter. Now, with Rob, he's apparently the owner. That's what he says. He's the owner. He didn't say he was the manager. He said he was the owner. But as the owner of the property, he was victimizing somebody who was just victimized. And when I tried to explain to him about Vicky Rain, this is how you get bad assumptions. When you've already got it in your head that it's a certain way, and you've already decided that you're going to be a fucking douchebag to somebody, like Rob the douchebag at Fred Meyers' Tillamook this morning. I'm trying to explain to him about Vicky Rain. He's wanting to demand a bunch of things, demand that I open my door and roll down my window and stuff like that. You can barely hear him. But I got out. I was able to get out. I had to bash the door a couple times, and yeah, it fucking hurts to do that, to have to open my fucking door sometimes. Now, with the situation before, with Molly trying to break into the fucking store, you know, he comes out and he tells me that a customer was complaining. It was fucking Molly. It was fucking Molly. The same guy was, or the same lady that I was trying to turn in with the scutters. The same lady that I was explaining to those cops about, where they literally blew off everything that I said. And that guy this morning, Rob, well, he'd understood a little more about the situation if he wasn't being busy being a dickhead, busy interrupting the whole fucking time, busy trying to blame the fucking victim. I tried to explain to him about the staff from last night, the staff of his store that I was talking to. But he kept on interrupting. When I was trying to explain about Vicky Rain, I tried to explain to him that I was talking to his staff the night before, and I was trying to give a description of the lady. Now he's got his own stuff that he wants to interrupt with, to interject and be a fucking dickhead. He don't care what fucking happened. He just wants to be a fucking dickhead to somebody. There's no reason for him to fucking be a dickhead like that to me. I'm a fucking customer there. Well, make her think it's all right. She knew it wasn't fucking all right, dude. That's the thing. His line of question, how the fuck should I know what she thinks is okay? She's fucking got multiple personality disorder. I mean, yeah, that's something I have to be scared of. And I get flustered and I can't speak right. Meanwhile, the guy's grilling me like I did something wrong, just like when Molly tried to break into the building. She beats on my vehicle. She beats on my fucking vehicle. Accuses me of doing something to Tom, who I'm only helping out because he's supposedly trying to get away from her, but he keeps going back. Plus, he wants me to sit there all day in the parking lot waiting on him with all of his fucking shit. I'm like, dude, I can't do this. This is fucked up, dude. This is fucked up, Tom. And he's recorded on my channel, and Molly is recorded on my channel multiple times, harassing me and threatening me and fucking beating on my stuff. And then there's the audio recordings that are a pain in the ass to try to fucking get on the internet. They are a pain in the ass. I have to have a place to fucking go through that. One of those 30-minute videos could take me up to 2 days to get done. And if I have to pack up in the middle of trying to do it, it's not going to work at all. With me trying to go to the Starbucks at Fred Meyer and only use it for a couple of hours, less than those old men hang out every day. And then I travel over to McDonald's and try to do stuff in there. Meanwhile, I got to record it. I got to record that I'm actually having the problems I'm having. You guys have problems hearing a lot of that stuff, even with my phone, with it on speakerphone, set right next to the little microphone on my laptop. And you can still barely hear the garbled crap that they're telling me. You can hear officers whose names I ask and they say, my name, what the fuck is that? There was no reason for any of this to happen. There is no reason to treat human beings like this. The police, if they had done their jobs to begin with, they could have done something to stop this. All right, this is more than just a civil matter. These are criminal acts that were committed against me. And then I am the one punished because there were criminal acts committed against me at the Fred Meyers, on their property, on multiple occasions. And rather than consulting the evidence, rather than the police officers going in and looking at the fucking cameras, what did they do? Blew me off repeatedly. Talked over me, antagonized the situation, wanted to sell their own false narrative over the top of what I was saying. I get sick of this. This is not how you conduct business. This is not how you treat a human being who is being fucking harmed. Nobody's got time. Nobody's got time. Nobody's got time. Nobody's got time. There's stuff that I understand is important. For poor people, yeah, getting your tag is pretty important when you got to get yourself something to eat. And I spoke up about that before, but you know what? There needs to be somebody to assist us so that we don't have to do that whole begging thing. Begging the cops to do their jobs. Begging mandated reporters to do their fucking jobs. Begging witnesses to come forward when the cops are just going to tell him, oh, he has to make a report himself. I try. Where does all that paperwork go? They tell me to go to the courthouse. Well, you know what? The courthouse was full of who? People who I'm trying to turn in because they blew me off. How many times have I been to the courthouse? Meanwhile, these are not civil matters. Her beating on my vehicle and fucking threatening to kill me, these are not civil matters. I got a lot of recordings from Tom that I haven't been able to download yet. I've got a few of them that are on here. The thing is, I had every reason to be afraid of that woman. And she fucked up a lot of people's lives while she was here. She fucked up a lot of things. When I went to Jared and Caleb for help with this the first few times, they were telling me horror stories about her. And so did Scott. Scott said that she'd been 86 from there years earlier. So why are they allowing her to keep on doing that? Why did they continue to allow that? Why was I punished for that? With people not going in with me to talk to the police and the police refusing to listen, I had to post shit up on the internet. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I try to give them time. But I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, being sent to all sorts of different resources that I have to go to. Oh, you have to go here, you have to go there. Oh, you have to do this, or you have to do that. And if you don't do this, it means you're not trying. So I'm running around trying all that stuff. I got to cancel appointments that I've had prior. It's not that I'm even able to cancel an appointment when I'm in the middle of a phone call with somebody who's supposed to be an important phone call. And I have to make the phone call on here, and I have to record it on my little clandestine audio recording device. Why doesn't it go well? Because it takes so many hours to download that shit from that audio recording device. With one 30-minute video taking days to make, and some of these recordings are hours long of actual interactions with the police, actual phone calls by the hundreds, where dispatch does the same thing, plays stupid. Eventually I get to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to give you my number or my location for my safety. I need to be able to have it so that it is recorded that I made a call about the abuse. But I also can't allow you to send out the same officers that I'm trying to turn in. This officer here said it'd be a couple hours. Well, there are a couple of situations. There's at least one that I recognize his face from. So you never know. It's a small town. There aren't very many cops. It's kind of like Chapel, Nebraska. Chapel, Nebraska had to let go of over 20 deputies in a 5-year period, specifically because of me. Did you know that? Dual County Sheriff Scott DaCosta had to get rid of over 20 of his deputies in a 5-year period. Over 20 of them. Because none of them seemed to follow the law. Oh, of course, but that's not Scott DaCosta's fault that they didn't follow the law. It's not his fault that I couldn't trust the Dual County Sheriff's Department. It's not his fault that nobody ever tried to investigate Sandy Fromm or Christopher Kurth or Robert Franklin Warnick. Despite the fact that I went in repeatedly, and I spoke to many people. Dallas Richmond, Harley Richmond. Many people were involved in the situations and with the predators in specific. Like who? Robert Franklin Warnick. Now the stuff that I've got recorded on my clandestine audio, it's not up there either. Here it is. This thing right here. It saves me a little bit if I'm able to take the time to process the evidence. Having to process this stuff in the library, in Fred Meyers, in McDonald's, I also have to make calls. And I have to be able to record those calls. If I have to record them on this, I don't get to show them to the public. I don't get to show the full truth. I don't get to show anything in court. Hell, I'm illegally prevented from going to court and then told it's my fault and I deserve it. No, nobody should have to act like they're predators to get people to recognize that it's fucking wrong. I shouldn't have to literally threaten the lives of people who are threatening my life and my family's life. And of course, I've got people that still want to tell me stuff like, you should go to the police. I do go to the police. I'm a disabled homeless male. They don't give a fuck. Of course, we got that Rob feller this morning being a douchebag. The first time he was a douchebag to me, he was nice about it. And yes, I understand it's a business, but I cannot control the actions of fucking crazy people. I do not control the actions of Molly. It is not okay to harm me over that. I do not get to control the actions of Vicky Rain. You do not get to harm me for that. I do not get to control the actions of Tim Beeson. I do not get to control the actions of mandated reporters when they don't want to do their motherfucking jobs. My back is killing me. I got to get some stuff moved. I'm not sure if I can even stand up, but I have to make an effort. So that's what I'm going to do. Fuck.